Offshore renewable energy has an important role in contributing to our target of achieving net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. In offshore renewable energy, we include offshore wind and wave and tidal energy. They're each at very different levels of development, sector development. Offshore wind is highly commercialised now, and we've seen some significant reductions in price. But the new frontier for offshore wind is floating offshore wind, and we need to develop new technologies for floating offshore wind. In wave energy and tidal stream, then those technologies are still at demonstration stage, but they also need to be developed in order to contribute to, by 2050, our targets of being net zero. Our research in the Coast Laboratory at the University of Plymouth is based around understanding the performance of new concepts and the design of new concepts in offshore renewable energy. We also research into the extreme conditions and extreme loads on offshore renewable energy devices and how they perform, and what the critical design conditions are for those devices. We also do numerical modelling, computational fluid dynamics, and we develop new code, we optimise, and also do a lot of work in validation of new codes through, for example, a series of community blind tests that we've run. Since opening in 2012, we've worked with about 40 industry partners on about 70 projects, and we've saved an enormous amount of cost in their development of those concepts. So what we can do in the laboratory is we can scale down the conditions that would be experienced in sea. We can test the devices in many different conditions, and that means the design of those devices can be much better optimised before they go out to sea and have very expensive sea trials. Since 2017, I've led the Supergen Offshore Renewable Energy Hub. This is a £9 million project funded by the EPSRC, and the aim for the hub is to provide research leadership for the sector in offshore renewable energy, and that's bringing together offshore wind with wave and tidal energy and the communities of people working in those areas, bringing together academics with industry and with policy makers.